And one thing that we have to understand is that ang una nating naisip would be our health and our wellness. So what is wellness? Merriam-Webster Dictionary defined wellness as the quality of or state of being in good health, especially in an active health goal. Or, according to the National Institute for Wellness, wellness is defined as active process through which people become aware of and make choices towards a more successful existence. So, andun yung word na choice. So, if you talk about wellness, then ang una natin din maiisip would be our healthy lifestyle, which is defined as health promotion behavior patterns based on available personal choices. And healthy lifestyle is composed of the six pillars of our lifestyle, namely nutrition, physical activity, sleep, stress, social relationships, and substance abuse. And for this afternoon, we will talk about nutrition. So, what is nutrition? Yung po natin is every day while we are bombarded with a lot of foods, siguro pagpunta niyo sa mga karinderya or sa fast foods, you are bombarded by a lot of choices. Some of this Jollibee would be your hamburger, or sa mga ibang restaurant naman may mga salad which is considered healthy, or sa mga naman mga occasions, so meron tayong lechon or cakes when we have birthday. So these are foods that bombarded towards us that we have to choose which to eat. Okay, so FNRI suggested this pinggang Pinoy, which is give us a content of what we should eat. How much portion of protein, how much carbohydrate, vegetables, fruits, and syempre yung water. And FNRI also gave us a general guidelines of what we should eat. These are eat whole foods, and then we will tackle each and every one of these guidelines, okay? So, number one would be eat whole foods. So, ano ba talaga yung whole foods? Whole food, when you say about whole food, it is, you can visualize it from the plant to your mouth, then it must be whole food. Halimbawa, yung ating apple sauce. So, nakikita nyo na meron pa rin yung fiber at yung mga contents ng apple mismo. Okay, that would be considered as whole food. And next would be eat variety of foods. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng eat variety of foods? And this would mean that we should eat a rainbow every day. Ibig sabihin po, colorful dapat ang ating kinakain. Ibang kulay, okay? That which you could have it sa ating vegetables and fruits. Di ba? Meron mga orange, di ba? Yellow, carrots naman, orange, di ba? Or squash, yellow. So, iba't ibang color. And sometimes, yung sa mga berries naman, di ba? Red, apple, and then, and the like. And in this rainbow, we can add herbs and spices para naman merong lasa, gumanda yung lasa ng ating food. And also, we could add flavonoids in the form of berries and cocoa, which is good source of substances that would boost our immune system and antioxidants. For the goal, our goal, sana maka 20 varieties of food tayo every day. Yun ang pinakamagandang goal. And another guideline will be eat more vegetables and fruits every day. So, kung makikita po natin sa Pinggang Pinoy, half of what we should eat should consist of fruits and vegetables. Bakit? Aside from the nutrients na binibigay ng food and vegetables, It also provide us fiber, which would increase our stool bulk and viscosity para hindi tayo maging constipated. And eating a lot of fibers would also decrease our incidence of having colon cancer. So the following are the requirements of fiber per day. Pag 2 to 5, mga 15 grams, 6 to 11, 20 grams, pag 12 to 16, 25 grams of fiber. And sa adult naman, pag less than 50, 25 to 28 grams per day. For women who are more than 50 years old, mga 22 grams per day. For men who are
Bebe,
less than
dansalan na.
50 years old, mga 31 to 34 grams per day. And men who are more than 50 years old, mga 28. So, paano natin, at least meron tayong idea kung gaano kadami to. So, I don't know if you could see this one, but parang itong checklist. If you could see this, kung makikita nyo, if you could observe this, yung isang points would be 1 gram. So, kung titingnan nyo, ang pinakamarami dito would be your vegetable that would consist of mga 1 cup of lettuce would give you yung uncooked na lettuce would give you 2 points. So, ibig sabihin 2 grams na siya. Tapos, kung kumain ka pa ng 1 cup of white rice, that would be 1 gram. Okay? And ang pinakamarami sa mga grains natin would be sa ating oatmeal, which give us 1 cup of oatmeal would give us 4 points, which is equivalent to 4 grams. So, kung titingnan natin dito, kailangan as much as possible, maka 20 to 24 grams, 22 to 24 grams tayo per day. Okay? So, another guideline would be we should eat beans, lentils, nuts, eggs, fish, poultry, and lean meat every day. So, ito yung ating protein that would help us. Okay? And the next would be to consume milk products, and other calcium-rich foods every day. So another guideline would be to limit the intake of the following. Lalo na ito, di ba, ang dami natin sa ating mga karinderya, minsan fatty foods, sugar-rich foods. Example nito would be our tarts, okay, cakes, pastries, okay, and salty foods. Lalo sa atin, Ilocanos, medyo maalat po ang ating pagkain. Okay, so number 1 would be fats. There are 3 types of fats. Polyunsaturated fatty acids, like yung fish, nakikita natin ito sa fish and flaxseed, which has omega-6 fatty acids. The monounsaturated fatty acids, example would be our olive oil, canola oil, nuts, and avocado, okay? And then for saturated fats, which is usually found sa ating red meat. Okay, maganda itong pwede nating i-consume itong polyunsaturated and monounsaturated fatty acids. But sa saturated fatty acids, there are ang dami din types ng saturated fatty acids. Nakikita natin ito sa lauric acid, which is from our coconut oil. Neutral lang siya. So, usually, pag sinabi mo kasing saturated fats, usually iisipin natin would be bad fats. But meron din talagang saturated fatty acids na medyo neutral lang siya. Like our lauric acid and stearic acid that is found in chocolate. Ang pinaka-harmful would be our palmitic acid and misritic acid. So, saan natin nakikita ito? So, this table goes to show us na hindi naman ang isang food is purely palmitic acid or purely lauric acid. So, meron siyang combination sa talaga. Kung titignan natin yung mga red, nasa red, they are harmful, medyo nasa harmful side, which is our palm oil, butter, and ground beef, na medyo ang pinakamataas would be our palmitic acid na 44%. Kung makikita din natin, salmon and egg yolk is mataas din ang kanilang palmitic acid content. And kung makikita nyo ang kasoy and soya beans is medyo meron but mababa lang siya. Okay, that would be neutral, medyo. So aside from fatty acids, then we go to trans fats. These are forms of unsaturated fats that has negative effects on the heart. Okay, mga cardiovascular diseases such as hypertension, ischemic, heart diseases, pwede din sa stroke. So there are two types of trans fat, mga natural trans fat, which are, although they are harmful, pero medyo mas lesser yung harmful effects nila as compared to these artificial trans fats. Okay? What are the example ng natural trans fats natin ay makikita, kung nakikita nyo sa beef and lamb, so are considered as the red meat. Okay? Lesser ang sa chicken, okay? And dairy products. Sa artificial trans fat, pakikita natin ito sa mga baked foods, mga fried foods, and sa chips. So, kung makikita nyo ito sa mga, kung nagbabasa kayo ng mga ingredients, these are the harmful artificial trans fats, yung nakalagay partially hydrogenated oil. Makikita nyo to sa mga labels. So, the sources of these partially hydrogenated fats or trans fat would be our vegetable shortening, some variety of microwavable popcorn, mga certain vegetable oils, fried fast foods, bakery. Ang point to note would be our non-dairy creamer and other sources such as our potato chips, canned frosting, crackers, and pizza. Something na fry. Okay? And then, ang dito would be saturated fats should be eliminated. Kung hindi man ma-eliminate, then we should minimize the intake of such foods. Food products that have high in saturated fats, as nakita natin kanina, meats and some oils. Okay? Trans fat should be eliminated. Okay? And then, isa pa na sana is i-limit natin would be the sugar-rich foods. There are 4, like the processed sugars. Yung nakikita natin sa ating mga labels, nakalagay yung sugar, syrup, malt, fruit concentrate, or anything that ends in O. So mga fructose, glucose, yung ganon. And another that we should limit would be our processed flour na nakukuha ito sa mga white and highly processed flour such as yung wheat flour na white. Okay? And alcohol. So, why fructose? Kung makikita nyo, ito yung metabolism ng fructose metabolism. So, kung marami tayo nakakain, too sweet, okay, maraming sweets tayo nakakain, makikita natin that will be increase in liver fat content, plasma apoC, which is fats, and increase in triglycerides. Sometimes dun din, because of our fructose, intake of too much fructose, tumataas din ang ating uric acid and fatty acids as well. So, salt, another thing that we should limit would be our salt intake. Ang requirement lang po ng healthy adult would be less than 2,000 grams, which is about 1 teaspoon. Kung titingnan natin, the whole day na po ito. 1 teaspoon lang for healthy adult. And for American Heart Association, sabi nila, mas mababa pa nga, 1.5 milligram, 1,500 milligram lang. Okay? So, consume, next, after the limiting those foods, we have to consume safe foods and drinking water. So, ang pinakamagandang liquid lang na pwede nating inom would be our water. So, water requirement would be 8 to 10 glasses of water per day. So, this is a table of example, which is from the FNRI, yung mga recommended amounts lang. Kung makikita natin yung vegetable, mga 2 to 3 dapat 2 to 3 servings ang ating nakakain every day. And for fruits, 3 servings a day. And for fish, mga 4 to 5 servings lang po. Okay? And I would like to highlight this one, na sugar. Yung fat. Dapat ang nakukonsume lang po natin is about 5 to 7 servings or about 5 teaspoon a day. Okay? And for sugar, kailangan ang pinaka maganda would be, lalong-lalo sa may for those who have diabetes, 1 teaspoon, which is 5 grams. Ang kanon would be, ang pinaka limit recommendation would be about 5 to 6. So, mga 5 to 6 teaspoons a day. Po. Kung titingnan, siguro iisipin na natin how much, ilang teaspoon yung ating iniinom na milk, iced tea, milk tea, or mga fruit juices. Medyo matataas siya. And sa baba, nakalagay sa ating dietary, pinopost nila kung how much teaspoon of sugar is ang content nung iniinom natin or madalas nating inumin or kainin. Okay? And as a summary, I've lead you or we have gone through the general guidelines. Eat whole foods, eat variety of foods, eat more vegetables and fruits every day, eat beans, lentils, nuts, eggs, fish, poultry, and lean meat every day. You have to consume milk products, and other calcium-rich foods. And we have to limit our salty, fatty, and sugar-rich foods. And we have to consume safe foods and drinking water. Okay? So, this is a saying, we squander health in seeking wealth. We hoard and toil and save, then squander wealth in seeking health, and only to find a grave. We live and boast of what we own. We die and only get a stone. Okay, so parang we squander our health para maging mayaman, and then however, at the end, we will also use this in seeking health. Okay, mas maganda pa rin yung prevention. Okay? There's a verse in the Bible that says, "Therefore I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer our bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God, which is a true worship." Thank you very much.